I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how can I puck handle like this? How can I puck handle like McDavid so that I can be explosive and super fast in the neutral zone and just burn defenders like that? Well, that's what this 6-week program is for. And as like with every 6-month or 6-week program, we start with the foundations of the downhill skating system, and then we build our way up to these beautiful masterpieces and flows like you see here. And this 6-week program is no different. We're going to start with the build blocks, the basics of the touch. Then we're going to build up to how that integrates with the skating, and then we're going to have that integrate with more advanced levels of skating. And then we're going to work on the actual tactics of the touch placement. What is actually going on here with McDavid's decisions about where he's placing the puck. We're going to build that up week by week, just like we always do. Getting into the first week, the first lesson here, what are we doing? Well, we're getting into touches. Oh, what's this? Oh, you thought I was going to teach you hockey? No, I'm going to teach you a video game. Actually, what we're doing here is we're unlocking the OneTouch dekes for you. We're going to unlock the LB or the L1 buttons for you, the left bumper or the L1. And so I like to liken this to a video game here because, well, why not? It's an analogy that you guys all get. Here is the OneTouch deke in the game. And what I think of it is like a lot of players don't actually use their left bumper or their L1 button, right? And so what we're doing is we're teaching you, hey, here's the guide, and this is what the LB is. Now, you see it here, this is what the game looks like, and of course here's the controls, right? And we're unlocking this control for you, it's like a video game. But this is what it looks like in real life, right? There's kind of that OneTouch deke that you see from McDavid, and then you see it again here, and then you're going to see it again in a second. Now, the distinction I want to make for you is that a lot of players can't handle pucks at speed without the puck doing what it's doing right there, which is starting to flip on its side and it's like kind of flip over. But you can see like right at the critical moments, McDavid always has that puck landing flat. So that's what this is all about here. It's about having touches to yourself, making sure that puck lies flat at the critical moment when you need it to land flat. Not a lot of people consider this, right? Here it is. This is the touch skill. And so the first thing is that it's clearly just like a pass to yourself, right? So your blade and puck aren't remaining in contact. There's actually some like separation between blade and puck, right? It's like a little pass, but it's to yourself. But here's the distinction. Here's what's a little different is we create a curl. We create a spin on that puck. So that's a little different than like whacking the puck and having it not spin or like flip all over the place. It's actually about teaching yourself to get really good at having that puck rotate and spin on the ice so that it has like the correct weighting to it. You can see here, there's like a bit of a rotation of the wrist. And then here, there's a bit of a rotation. Now, I don't want you to focus on the hands. We have another course for that. It's called Precise Puck Control. This is about tying your footwork into your puck placement. Tricky to see with a black puck, but you can see it clearly here that when McDavid goes to make this pass here, you can see how he touches it to himself and he has a really good weight, right? And he's going to do it here again. And you can see how the puck is rotating and spinning so that it lies flat. It doesn't get away on him. A lot of players, when they do self passes, it goes too far and then they lose it, right? McDavid is doing a really great job touching to himself with enough rotation and curl to be able to control it just at the perfect moment. The drill to start with is this one here, is just doing these touches to yourself. Now, the key is to have the puck curl. Is that I'm not focused, I don't want you to focus on what your hands are doing. I want you to focus on what the puck is doing. Is the puck rotating and spinning on the ice? And is it doing it so that it's not getting too far away from you? You see here that when I'm doing this, the puck is staying contained just in between my feet. I'm not whacking it and then it's going way over here. It's staying under control. I want you to get at least 100 of these touches back and forth and do 3 sets per day and do at least 3 days of this. That is your first bit of homework, and that is, of course, the first building block. And as with every one of these 6-part programs, it builds up quick. So you want to get the foundations just right for touches, because next week we're going to progress it to the anchors, right? So we want to get these foundations just right because we're learning a skill, like the actual mechanics that McDavid is using here. And by the time we're done, you're going to get the actual mechanics, you're going to tie it into your skating, and then you're going to understand the tactics that he's actually using as well. That's the first part in this 6-part How to Puck Handle Like McDavid course, tying in puck handling into downhill skating stuff for the first time. I'm really excited about it. You're going to love this. You're going to be free as a bird and super explosive by the time we're done. Get those touches in, practice them, get really good at having them lay flat and rotate on the ice, and then we'll see you next week with the anchors. Thanks for watching.